Hello, amazing artists. I can create a paper sculpture.
Are you ready? I'm ready. I am an artist.
I am an artist.
I am creative.
I am creative.
I make mistakes.
I make mistakes.
But mistakes are great.
But mistakes are great.
Because they help us learn.
Because they help us learn.
Last week in art, we created a pattern that went from side to side to top to bottom. A pattern follows a rule and repeats. Then I asked you to cut your pattern out. I wanted you to start using your scissors. And so we cut from the bottom to the top and we cut out strips. I hope you have those strips because now it's time to build. If you don't have a pattern, then you need to do that again. Fill a paper with a pattern and cut out some strips. Let's practice a little bit. Can you make a vertical line, a line that stands straight up and down? Can you make it diagonal? How about horizontal? What about a roller coaster? What about a loop-de-loop? These are all kinds of lines that we've talked about before. Now, let's try to make it three-dimensional, having height, width, and depth. And to do that, we're going to build a ring or a chain. So get out your glue stick or get out your glue, and I want you to do one dab on the end of your first strip, and then take the other end and attach it. Let's make another chain or another loop. I want you to connect the two. And to do that, you take the strip, you go through your first chain, and then you put glue on the end. And when I'm putting glue on, I gotta make sure I lay it down, rub glue on, and then put the top end onto the other end and connect. Now we've got two loops that are going to be a perfect start for our sculpture. Remember, we're trying to build something that has height, width, and depth. Let's try something else. Get a marker, or it could be a pencil, and then I want you to take one end and start twisting and twisting and turning. If it pops off or gets loose, try again. Put the end on and start holding it and pinching it and twisting it, going around and around and around. It's just like you're curling hair. And then when you're ready, I want you to hold it and then let it go. Ooh, look at that. You got a curly cue. That's another way to make a line that is now three-dimensional. Let's try another kind of line. This time let's make a zigzag. I'm going to take the end and fold just a part of it over. And then I'm going to fold the entire part back again. Every single time you fold a zigzag line, you've got to fold it front to back, front to back, front to back, just like a pattern. Now let's just experiment. Can you just fold the paper in an interesting way so it pops up?
Okay, so
I'm working on putting this together, and you've seen that I've used glue, I've pushed where I've put the glue, and I'm just putting it together. I have no idea what I'm making, but I think it looks like a pretty good sculpture so far. It's got height, width, and depth. It takes up space. We looked at how to make these little rings. I could imagine that I could hang this from my ceiling. I could imagine that that maybe I could even glue it onto a piece of paper, and I could imagine that it's a roller coaster. I could imagine a car riding on top of here and jumping through here. That'd be awesome. So I'm gonna add on my last pattern, and you could always, if you need more, you could always cut this into a second one, and it's okay if you cut right through your pattern. That's just fine. And remember, when you're adding glue, now I'm using a glue stick, but you could use a glue bottle. And if you're using a glue bottle, we know the rule, right? A dot is a lot. So glue your last pieces together, and then you decide, should it hang up? Should it lay down? Have fun with your amazing paper sculptures.